Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at an incredible sniper video here. This is 50 million headshots. We're talking 50 million DPS with one bullet. It's very consistent. There's a lot of flexibility in case you're on console or not very good. I happen to fall under one of those. My friends know. So today we're going to be focusing on this build. It's a very easy to put together build. You can probably have the whole thing put together in like an hour or so, honestly, from scratch. It's a very smooth and simple build to put together, but it's very, very good for solo play. It's good for group play. It's good for PvE, and I assume it's good for PvP. I haven't taken it into PvP yet, but I'm fairly confident we're going to one-shot and actually put some good hurt down on shield users. So I'll talk about that here in a minute, and I'm going to do that live on stream today. So if you want to come through or you haven't followed the stream yet, I'm going to leave a link for you guys to come on through and try this out yourself. Now, that's the recipe on the screen right now. This is what you need to follow, the guidelines. As always, it's a template. Pick and choose how you want, and there is some flexibility with this build. So I'm running the sharpshooter specialization, which is kind of standard, kind of normal for sniper builds. There's a little bit of flexibility depending on what you're using. And I have, for the standard recipe, the starter recipe is one chain killer chest piece. I think it's the chain killer. It is the new Walker Harris named chest piece that you can farm. Then I recommend to start with the 4-piece aces and eights sniper build. And that's where some of the wiggle room comes in. You really only need the 3-piece, which is what I'm personally using in this gameplay that you're watching. But 4-piece is just an easy way to start. And then, of course, 1 piece of Providence, which is pretty crucial and essential for this build. As for the talents that I'm using on the chest piece, I'm going with the Headhunter, which is an incredible new talent. It really allows you to synergize based on headshot kills. You know, you start killing, you start hitting at the head, and then you really make that next shot hit. Even if it's a body shot, even if it's against a Warhound, you can one-shot those things. It is extremely potent when you learn how to work with that talent. And then lastly, you have Vigilance. As long as you're standing still, you've not taken damage, you get a big buff. You know how that talent works. Now, what I recommend personally is to improve on that recipe talent I gave you earlier and substitute a 4th piece of aces and eights out for the Sawyer knee pads exotic if you do have them. It works really well with this build. At the end of the day, you're going to be standing still a lot in squad play. It's going to give you a lot of strength. And if you move a little bit, you got an extra 10 seconds to work with now. So they've reworked them. They're more potent. They work really well with sniper builds. And I also believe it's the highest amount of DPS that you can obtain from your 6th piece if you do substitute out that 4-piece aces and eights. So not only do you hit hardest with this build, but also you get a bit of tankiness from it too, because it is a blue rolled build. You get, you know, some survivability and stuff like that, which will also make it even more important in PvE and PvP. So it's a very strong build. I go through control points one-shotting everything. I think the only thing that I had to today take 2 shots into was agents. It's that good, and honestly, if I chained everything together right, I could probably one-shot an agent, or get really freaking close, honestly. So that's exactly how strong this build is. The Nemesis I have isn't even capped out. It's not rolled. It's not a very good Nemesis, and you can obviously achieve higher numbers than, I think, around the 55 mil that I can possibly hit right now. And that is tremendous, in my opinion. You could probably get up towards 60 if you have a completely optimized build. But as for the priority that you're looking for right now, you're wrapping everything around headshot damage, and that's all I'm doing. And, you know, so I'm not worried about crit chance or anything. I'm at around 320, 330, I think, headshot damage with mods and everything. Something around that area. And it's, man, it's amazing. It's honestly amazing. And you should get out there, try it. It's great for solo, team play. I don't think there's any problem with this build. This build is actually really strong. I would not be surprised if it got nerfed, but I wanted to share it with you. There's a ton of other ways that people can come together and build 50 mil headshot builds right now. It's not like you have to have the 3-piece. I've seen people use Sawyers and 5 yellows. There are some combinations with Araldi's that you can do this together. Also, if we're talking about PvP, maybe instead of Sawyer knee pads, substitute the mask out for a punch drunk. That way your pistol's a bit more viable too. And I can only imagine how strong pistols would be, because right now I'm over 300 with the NIM. So this could be really fun in PvP, and I'm going to test that out today. But this is the build, guys. Just a quick little video, put it together. All you really need is 4 pieces of aces and eights. You need the chest and the backpack to be yellow. Your Providence and your Walker Harris, preferably with those talents that I recommend. And you're going to start hitting tens of millions in terms of shots. You're going to be able to body shot people, take out Warhounds. Even with all that headshot damage, that's how great Headhunter is. You're going to be able to take out Warhounds like nothing. So it's amazing. So enjoy the video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like on the video. Come through a stream, see it in action. If you have anything else to add to this, you think you can improve on it, I would love to see and have your feedback in the comment section below, because I'm sure there's probably ways to make this better. It is still very early on. And I honestly think that'd be amazing. We can work together. So thanks for everything, guys. I appreciate you taking your time out of the day to click on this video and watch it. Hope it comes in handy for you. Share the build around. Enjoy.